Hello everyone. My today's video is about the diet that one needs to follow after the removal of their gallbladder. Gallbladder stones have become really common nowadays, and in case it causes inflammation and the gallbladder is distended or twisted, then the only option remaining is to surgically remove it. I know many people would be of the opinion that it's just a minor organ, it doesn't perform any great function. So, in case it is removed, then you can live a perfectly normal life. But that isn't true. Every organ in the human body performs a function, it works along with the other organs. So, you really need your gallbladder, but in case it is surgically removed, let's see what steps you can take to maintain your diet. Let us first understand the functions of the gallbladder. The liver produces the bile, and this bile is stored in the gallbladder. And from the gallbladder, little amounts of bile is pushed into the small intestine the moment you eat some food and the food enters the digestive tract. And this helps in digestion of the fat that is present in the food that you consumed. So when your gallbladder is surgically removed, there is nothing that stores this bile. So the digestion of food does become a little difficult. So one can have problems such as acidity, bloating, or irritable bowel syndrome, or any gut related or digestion related issues. Gallstones are caused by the calcification of cholesterol and bile salts. Please understand that the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas and the intestine work together. So when the gallbladder is removed, the bile is passed directly into the pancreas and the intestine. Bile is very acidic in nature. So when this acidic bile passes through the pancreas, it causes the pancreas to be inflamed. So a person who has surgically removed the gallbladder could be a candidate for diabetes because of the inflammation of the pancreas. When the pancreas become weak and inflamed, they produce less amount of insulin. So make sure you do not eat foods that are sugary or that are sweet, because these have a high glycemic load and they spike your insulin. Really suggest that you control the portion sizes of the food that you eat, and you also need to see that you are not eating at very short time intervals. Let there be a proper 3.5 to 4 hours gap between your first meal and the other. Because whenever you are eating food and the food enters the digestive tract, the liver needs to produce bile to digest this food. One of the major complaints that people come up with is their inability to lose weight. Since bile had this fat burning capacity, now that the amount of bile produces less, it becomes very difficult for the body to burn fat. So ensure that the fats that you're eating are good quality fats. Include desi ghee in your diet, include virgin grade coconut oil in your diet. Please do not eat any refined oil or any vegetable oil. Make sure that you do not use these cheaper quality of oil. Any sort of processed and packaged food usually has this vegetable oil and refined oil. So there is a big no-no to any processed or packaged food. Please stick to only home cooked food. Please understand that the liver needs to produce more bile to digest these sort of cheap quality of oils. Please do not buy anything that mentions the word refined. For example, refined flour, that is maida, refined sugar, that is your white sugar, or refined oil, that is your sunflower oil or canola oil, or any sort of vegetable oil. Please do not have this. This causes a lot of inflammation. You need to avoid foods that have gluten. So you need to avoid wheat, barley, rye. You also need to soak your lentils, dal, for example, in case you're making chana, rajma, or any of these beans, you need to soak them for a proper 10 to 12 hours. Say you plan to make chana or rajma tomorrow for lunch, ensure that the previous day you soak it in water and keep, and discard this water. When you are cooking it, please add fresh water to it and properly pressure cook it. Please do use the Indian spices, for example, turmeric, hing, pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, because this will reduce the amount of gas that is produced or the acidity that is caused after eating any of these. In case you're somebody who is eating every 2 hours, or just you completed a meal and you're just looking around what you can munch on, then please understand that your digestive system is not getting a break. it is continuously producing acid to digest the food. So your system becomes more acidic. You need to make your system more alkaline. How can you make your system more alkaline? That is by including more of raw vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds. I would really suggest that you stick to a plant-based diet. In case you have just undergone a surgery, at least for a month or two, please stick to a plant-based diet. Isabgol or psyllium husk has cholesterol binding properties. So you can mix a little bit of isabgol in a glass of warm water, stir it well and drink. You can also add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to water, stir it well and drink. You can have a lemonade, but please do not add sugar, honey or any sweetener to it. Just squeeze lime in a glass of water, add a pinch of rock salt and drink. You can practice oil pulling, where you put 1 or 2 tablespoons of virgin coconut oil in your mouth, just swish it around for a while and spit it out. Please do this practice first thing in the morning, after which you can brush your teeth. When you do this, you kill the bacteria in your mouth itself so that it doesn't enter into your system. Fruits like pear has cholesterol binding capacity. Please include this in your diet. Also fruits like papaya, guava, which are rich in vitamin C, these two help to break down cholesterol. Ensure that you use them in your diet. You can make a kashaya or a drink by adding turmeric powder, ginger powder, pepper powder, cinnamon, because when you do this, it helps to reduce the insulin hike. Include radish in your diet because it helps to reduce the incidence of stones. In case you are somebody who has a thyroid issue, then I wouldn't recommend you to have raw radish. I would recommend you to have it in the cooked form. Please ensure that you do not eat foods that have gluten. Rather, you include millets, for example, ragi or bajra. Include a good probiotic and a prebiotic in your diet. Please see that your diet does not have excess of milk, meat, processed food, sugar. Please know that you cannot eat any deep fried foods or too oily or too greasy foods. Ensure that you have a plant-based diet. Try to avoid anything that comes from a non-vegetarian source. Include flax seeds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds in your diet. These have good fats. These are rich in omega-3. Ensure that you bite your food properly, chew it properly before you gulp it down, because in case the food is not properly digested, then your liver produces more amount of bile to digest this food. And remember, your digestion starts in your mouth, not in your stomach. I hope this information was useful. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please share this video with somebody who has a gallbladder issue or who has surgically removed their gallbladder. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.